Oh, it's a big one. On that straight money. What a pretty fish that is, eh? How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Tackle Talk Thursday. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one, so stick with us and stay tuned. Okay, so if you guys are new to the channel and have not seen any Tackle Talk Thursday, let me just quickly run you guys down what Tackle Talk Thursday is. I specifically make on videos that you guys have put comments down for me below. So now that you're up to speed, put your comments down below and let's dive into the comment. Okay, comment for today is from @benbuerta7590. He says, drop shot ringing and baits, please. Okay, let's start off with the gear that I actually use for drop shot fishing. This is a Veritas PLX. This is actually a 6.9 medium light. Reason why I go for a medium light is just because it's got a better feel to it and it's got a nice parabolic bend when I do hook up on that drop shot. The reel that I've paired up with this Veritas PLX is the Revo X. The line I use on my spinning setup, this is 15-pound X9 Berkeley braid. From my braid I taper it down to an 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. That is it for the gear. Very simple. Now there's two different ways that I actually rig a drop shot, and that is a nose hook and a weedless. So let's start off with the weedless presentation. Weedless presentation, the bait that I use for that is the Straight Money by Berkeley. Doesn't matter what color you use, I generally like using a green pumpkin. You can use a darker color, you can use a natural color, but I specifically prefer a green pumpkin color. This bait actually floats, so it sits nicely in that water column. The hook that I use for my weedless drop shotting is actually a finesse flipping hook. This finesse flipping hook is actually a Gamakatsu G finesse. Very simple. I'm not 100% sure what the size is, but as you guys can see, it's relatively small and it's a very thin gauge. The weights that I use for my drop shotting, everyday fishing, I generally throw a Big and Bass tungsten. This is a 1/4 ounce. If it's a little bit windier outside and it's a bit deeper, if I'm fishing like deeper structures, I'll go to like a Big and Bass 3/8 drop shot tungsten weight. You guys are most probably wondering why I use tungsten. Tungsten to me just gives me that confidence in feeling the bottom a lot better than what lead does. Yes, you lose them, but it is totally worth it because you can feel those bites a lot better than what you can with lead. Let's talk about the nose rigging. Generally always nose hook one specific bait, and that is the flatworm. I also keep it extremely simple. I throw something very natural like a white or green pumpkin or even this black. These two baits are great for fishing a drop shot as a nose hooked bait, just purely because it gives that bait a lot more action, and the bait is relatively small. So there's only one hook I use, and that is a Berkeley drop shot hook. This is the number 2. It is extremely small, and that is it there. Very, very small hook. Reason why I go small is it gives that bait even more action and lifelike feel and look to it. That is why I go small. I always get a really, really good hookup, so you guys have nothing to worry about. For the weights, I do the exact same. Big and Bass drop shot tungsten. This is the 1/4 ounce for my everyday bass fishing. For that deeper water and a little bit windier conditions, I'll throw that Big and Bass 3/8 tungsten drop shot weights. These weights, I didn't mention, have the little crimps at the top, which makes my life a lot easier, because if it does get stuck, you actually just pull the line out and you bring your lure, you bring your hook, and your rig is still rigged up, and you just basically feed that through and put a new weight on it. Okay, let's talk about the actual knot that I use. I'm not gonna actually tie a knot, but what I do in the front is I tie a Palomar knot. I have a video linked down below for you guys if you guys want to learn how to tie a Palomar knot for a drop shot bait. But yeah, I tie a Palomar knot. It works the best. It also keeps your bait really straight, and your hook, from hook to weight, I keep it to about 30 centimeters. This is my everyday drop shot fishing setup. That is what I'm most confident in. If I do want to fish a bit deeper and I see that the fish are suspending a little bit off the bottom, and I see that they, instead of being 30 centimeters off the bottom, they may be 40, 50, 60 centimeters off the bottom, I will increase that section between weight and hook so that I can get in front of the fish's faces to catch those fish. As I said, I try and keep my drop shot as simple as possible. I don't like to overcomplicate things, and I think you guys also should go out and make your fishing experience as simple as possible. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for the comments. You guys have been super awesome. Carry on putting comments, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll check you guys on another Tackle Talk Thursday.